Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 9th of January for the Sun or the Ascendant. Thank you so much for joining me. As ever, I'm going to give you some broad strands to look out for that we can all relate to collectively, but please stay with me. I will then dive deep to give you, in forensic detail, all the ins and outs of each of the zodiac signs. Now, if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for joining me for this first time. If you'd care to subscribe, I'd be really grateful. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for joining me again. If you would like to know what the year ahead holds for you based on your individual astrology as opposed to this zodiac forecast, if you do give me 3 pieces of your personal birth data, of time, date and place of birth, my 12-month forecast, and in my special package your life roadmap report at 30% off, can give you searing insights in how to manage that period, but also get deeper understandings of some of the patterns that have played out in your life over a long period of time. Now, within that, I'm also giving free zodiac forecast, a Chinese and Indian forecast for the whole of 2023. Please see the link below. Now, in terms of the astrology, Venus is forging a quite beautiful link with Mars, but they're both in air signs. So Venus in Aquarius can be a bit more detached. It also can see some unusual relationship scenarios. But Mars, of course, has been retracing its steps in the sign of Gemini, also Aries, since the 30th of October and moved into that part of the zodiac on the 20th of August. So the fact that they're collaborating so well is really lovely. And obviously, air signs can be about messages and communication. Is there something that you want to say to someone? Because this would be a good time to do so, particularly when on Thursday, Mars goes direct. And I think that's something we're all going to really appreciate. It's going to move into the sign of Cancer on the 25th of March. But if things have slowed down for you and have felt that nothing was really moving forwards in the way you've wanted, this will really help. But also from Monday to Wednesday, Mercury replaces the Sun in a sparkling angle to Uranus. Last week, the Sun and Uranus were urging us to try something different. Now Mercury's asked us to think about something different, but in a very practical way, because both are in Earth signs. So it's about being more innovative around our resources. Now, as the week draws to a close, there is a quarter moon in the sign of Libra. Very much about balance and, of course, about relationships. But the Sun, by that point, moves into a conjunction with Pluto. This is mighty and gives an opportunity for transformation. But because the ascendant energies of Libra, it's very much about how we relate to people, doesn't necessarily correlate well to the power and the more orthodox approach of the Sun in Capricorn, and the energies of Pluto, which can be about transformation. So a relationship in a professional context may come into focus very strongly as the week draws to a close. But then again, it could be who holds the power in a personal relationship. There could be a little bit of a tussle, and maybe something needs to be talked through or something needs to evolve. With Pluto, if we use power wisely, it can be for the greater good. It's fine. If we're using it for more nefarious reasons to try and maintain our dominance over a situation, such as a relationship, then that could cause some issues as this week draws to a close. So Leo, your week commencing the 9th of January forecast continues to see quite a big emphasis in the practical zone of your situation. Mercury's there, although forging that sparkling link to Uranus, asking you to match your attention to detail with the big picture of how that can be applied in a fresh way, professionally, or in terms of your goals and ambitions. But the Sun does come into that conjunction with Pluto as the week ends, and both are squaring with the Moon. That could lead to some intense scenes. especially if you're one of those Leo people who has been very self-sacrificing and doing all you can to support others. A conversation you have could be a little bit highly charged. But with Mars going direct on Thursday, that's something we can all celebrate. And if you encounter someone through the festive period, perhaps in a group situation, a friend of a friend, this combination between Mars and Venus this week could give you the encouragement to just take your courage in your hands and make the first move. In an existing relationship, I think a fair division of who does and contributes what on the domestic front, and feeling supported around work and some of the grittier aspects of everyday existence are really going to be what you find quite attractive this week, as much as the more chemistry side of things.